Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. We're finally just one day now from Ultimate Scream entering FC26, but there's still something brewing. And it sounds like a pack grind that might be unlimited repeatable, which we could all use right now. And of course, heading into this Ultimate Scream promo with a lot of the great SBCs. So we're going to discuss that today because we're going to learn about it today from the leakers. Plus, yesterday we had EA versus the leakers as an EA employee was tweeting out that the leakers were wrong about parts of Ultimate Scream. And then we had that loading screen dropped that actually does show more upgrades potentially than just the Roll Plus and Roll Plus Pluses. We're going to talk about that today, and the biggest patch of the entire year of this game is about to be dropped in FC26. It's got gameplay changes like maximizing the pace of jockeying, but also nerfing R1 dribble a little bit, and some nice tweaks to division rivals rewards and changes to tournaments. Guys, there is a lot to discuss in today's video. Buckle in, like the video if you're excited for it, hype the video if you're excited for it, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Now let's start things off by looking back over yesterday's content on Wednesday. We had one sneaky good Evo released, and of course the big SBC drop. But let's talk about this sneaky good Evo. Of course, it's the Iron Lung free evolution, repeatable 5 different times, that simply gives +4 stamina. And that is sneaky good, guys, because you maybe have even a silver card or a lower rated gold that does not have very good stamina and you want to build an Evo chain for them. This one could give them that nice boost that they need. Max 82 overall is maybe a little bit annoying, but find somebody here, again, whether it's a silver, whether it's a gold card that you are going to plan to Evo chain in the future that needs a stamina boost, like this card for me, Colomani, for a Spurs player. Boom, this gives him +4 stamina up to 78. I could put him into this evolution 2 more times to max him out at 85 since it's repeatable 5 times. So don't sleep on that Evo there. It's free, and that is very nice. Now, yesterday as well, before we talk about the big Busquets and the Icon pack, we had a brand new Team of the Week, number 6. And this is not a very big Team of the Week in terms of high-rated players or insane cards. Mateo's the highest rated card in here, joint highest with Chawinga as an 86 rated item. But what you have in this Team of the Week is a lot of investing potential later on this weekend for cheap informs. I'm talking Leroy Sané, Stiller, Mario Gila, and Harry Maguire. With the +40 pace that he got and the playstyles that he has, this is 100% going to be one of the many Team of the Weeks from this week's team that you'll want to stock in your club this week. All these cards are in packs for future evolutions. We haven't had Team of the Weeks go up a whole bunch on the market yet for Evos. We've seen Fermin rise a little bit and a couple other cards here or there, but it's going to start happening a lot more as we move up in the power curve and as EA update Evos along with that, hopefully with some bigger stat boosts like we've been seeing recently as well. Those cards are going to start to move. So this is just a reminder that as we get a new Team of the Week each week, make sure you're going to start to think about, with your coins that you have left over from making trades and stuff, putting some of those informs in the club to not use them in SBCs, but to save them for when they go up in price for evolutions. Now, let's talk about the SBCs, guys, because we had the big end of an era Busquets released yesterday, and he was a bit more expensive than he was originally leaked. It is 5 squads for this card, but the card itself first, it looks phenomenal. Tiki Taka Plus, Incisive, Long Ball, Anticipate, and Press Proven. He's got DLP++, even has the center back position with ball playing defender. One of the probably biggest problems with this card is the fact that he does not have a boosted weak foot. He's 3-star, 3-star, but he does have great stats to kind of make up for that, and it's just an emotional card. And guys, he does have icon chemistry. Actually, I tested this by putting his concept card into my team yesterday and into a blank squad. He has better than icon chemistry technically because he gives a league chemistry boost bonus to everybody that is in the squad as a non-icon card, but yet he still has the club link for Inter Miami. As you can see here, Harry Kane's in my squad. I have 2 Bundesliga links because he has actual icon chemistry this Busquets does, which is insane. So that's awesome that these end of an eras once again have that chemistry, and it's awesome that this Busquets card looks the way that he does. Now, this is out for basically 3 weeks. It's out for 20 more days. I'm going to be doing this SBC because it's just too emotional to pass up, to be 100% completely honest. It's plenty of time, especially with this pack grind that we're going to be talking about today. I think it is a doable SBC. It's just coming in a bit more expensive than we originally would have liked to see, and the chem links make it really worth it in my opinion. Now, we have a Jordi Alba that is still leaked to be coming out as well. I believe that SBC is on Saturday, the leakers were starting to say. So Busquets now, Jordi Alba Saturday. That's going to be very easy links if you get both of them in your team, but there's no rush to craft this. I know a lot of you guys like me are waiting with your fodder. We got Pogba tomorrow. We got more Scream player SBCs coming out this weekend. This one still looks very good to me, though, at the price that it's at. Now, yesterday, fodder was moving because of that, but what fodder and what the market was moving mostly because of yesterday was the first icon upgrade pack of the year. Yes, guys, the Max 87 base icon upgrade was released, and very similar to the hero pack that refreshed yesterday. This is repeatable in 1 week, but the SBC is out for a little bit longer than that. And this price is a lot more believable. It's an 85, 86, and an 87 rated squad with one team of the week. It is only 209,000 coins, which seems so much cheaper and so much less of a fodder sink to go and do this base icon pack, which is why you saw so many people going and doing this yesterday. Guys, this is the type of SBC that everybody lives for in this game. It's the gamble. It's the what if. Could I pack Fernando Torres? Could I pack Zambrata? Or will I get stuck with Ian Rush? We opened a couple of them on the stream yesterday, and they were abysmal. Actually, the pack itself was glitched. When you first opened it, it would like glitch out. It would send you back to the store, and then you'd have to go to your unassigned to see who you packed. You didn't even get to see the walkout animation. But since this is cheap per se, and it's cheap enough to like get people to put their fodder into it, it is impacting the market a lot. And let's talk about fodder, because that's the biggest thing right now that is moving on this game. 88 rateds are almost 17,000 coins. These cards were 13 to 14k yesterday. They absolutely exploded. And guys, I see only one way for fodder today, and that is continuing to rise. 87s are 12,000 coins. 86s are almost 8k. Even 85s are up to over 4,000 coins. Today with rewards, not bringing a lot of supply, but bringing some untradeable packs and a little bit of coins, I could see people getting their rewards today, maybe not opening them. We're going to talk about that. But maybe for some who do, they're going to go and complete the Busquets or complete the icon pack. So with fodder right now, if you've invested in 85s all the way up to 89s or 90s, what I think you would do is take one of two roads. Number one, this option would be the quick sell mode, not like quick sell the card, but like the quicker way of selling these cards. And that would be selling your fodder today some point. Now, why would I say sell fodder today? Well, we think that it should go up after Rivals rewards, because again, people are going to get some coins from that, maybe go out and complete an SBC or two. And a lot of people I do think will be saving their packs for Ultimate Scream. I'm saving packs now because of how this promo looks and the SBCs that are upcoming. But I still think fodder can go up today because there's not going to be that much supply. If you sell today, you're getting out ahead of what tomorrow and Friday will be, which is just a lot of chaos. There's going to be a lot of packs opened after content yesterday. Then there's going to be a lot of people going to do SBCs. And we'll talk more tomorrow about how I think fodder can move. But if you want to get out ahead of that and have your coins for a big promo Friday, then I think you can go ahead and sell your fodder. I still think that it could go further long term, though. That would be option number two, is potentially holding on to your fodder, especially if you bought it like at its low point. If you were buying 88 rateds for 10, 11, 12,000 coins on the weekend when we were shouting out these cards, there's no hurry to sell, because these cards could go higher next week after the weekend league supply, with all the SBCs being out. Pogba, Rolfo, Foden, everything that's out by then. Still, Busquets is going to be out. We have another player of the month, Mbappe, that might be coming out. That's something to mention as well. I think you can hold it next week and still see some fodder prices rise further, but if you want your coins quick today, you could sell on the fodder before Friday content. That'd be my advice there for what you want to do. It just depends on what motivates you the most. Now, informs. People are really investing in informs. We talked about investing in them as well. But yesterday, there was a big panic sell of this part of the fodder market yesterday, because there was inform requirements in Busquets and the icon pack, but not enough to make people want to hold on to these cards. And I was saying after content yesterday, get back in. Buy these cards once again. Get on bids, get on snipes, because informs are going to be very desirable. And when it comes to 87 rated informs, this Bull and the Bruno Guimaraes 87 rated informs are the only two in the game. And if there's higher rated squads for any of the upcoming SBCs, 88 rated squads with informs, 87 rated squads with informs, these cards could go up even further. So 22 to 23K for this card, I think is okay. You're hoping for a rise back to 26. Now, for some of the other cards that are a little lower rated, like 86 rated Ruben Neves, he's back up to 16,000 coins. But if you took a look at his graph from yesterday, he went to 17. Boom, crashed down to 15K after content as investors were selling, not seeing the price rise on the informs like the rest of the fodder was moving. So that created another investment opportunity. And I think you're going to have another opportunity on informs this weekend during the supply. So, that's something that you can hold into next week as well, or you can try to sell today if it does rebound back. But that's kind of how the fodder market moved up, right? Fodder went up a lot as people were buying those cards to complete SBCs, but that made the rest of the market go down. We're going to talk about the market a lot first here and get it out of the way in today's video. Yesterday, the market was dropping into content with all the leaks, and then right after content, it crashed. This is the index icons, which I think gives us the best picture of the meta market. If you take a look at a bunch of other player prices from yesterday, like a card of Federico Valverde stature. Now, he's rebounded back up a little bit. There are some cards that have rebounded some, but yesterday you saw a sharp decline after content. Prices were low for a number of hours. Some prices are still low right now heading into Rivals Rewards, but this is a common thing and a common theme that we see when we have a big icon pack like we had yesterday released. Players like Reinders, right? Very popular midfielder. He's back up 3,000 coins now. He was 58K, kind of near his lowest point. But he went from 68K down to 58 because of the Busquets, because of the icon pack. But I do believe today with Rivals Rewards, we can see at least a little bit of a bounce back in the market. I've gone out and picked up a few cards. Nothing super crazy. I'm going for the lower rateds or out of packs. And maybe I'll risk a little bit on Ratings Reload Team 2. I do think the market can rise today, but I want to keep it to the lower budgets. I was mentioning this in the stream yesterday. I just feel like the lower budget cards have the best chance of rising because people are not spending a ton of coins ahead of what is an ultimate screen promo that looks very interesting. So I picked up a couple of Rodrigos and some Rudigers and a couple more of Salma Parluelos, not because I plan to make a ton of coins, but if they go up a little bit today, then I think we can make some coins off of that. Now with Ratings Reload Team 2, they're going out of packs tomorrow, and they're not going to get supplied much today because, again, like we mentioned, how many people are truly opening their weekend league rewards, their FUT champs? I said the same thing twice. Their division rivals rewards today with what is coming for Ultimate Scream. So I think we can get some flips going, but I don't want to hold on the card super long because I want to be 100% liquid heading into content tomorrow on Friday just to be safe. So I think that's the situation. I'm not going to risk all my coins here. I'm just going to buy some cards for flips, and then we'll see how the market reacts today and what other news there is. I kind of got a couple icon flips going on right here. We got some good profit on Vieira, and we're hopefully going to get some good profit here on Garincha, but I don't want to, stretch those flips out too long because I don't want to risk my coins with what is upcoming and the news that we have about this screen promo. But if you want to buy the safest cards for flips, just get lower than 100K flips and also look at out of pack special cards. That would be the place to go. Now, a couple of other leaks before we get into all the news for the Ultimate Scream. We have Player of the Month that is upcoming soon. It's that time again already. The Kylian Mbappe SBC, I believe, only has like 8 days or 9 days left of being in the game, and he's the front runner for the next Player of the Month for October, which is probably going to be released as an SBC next week. So like next Friday, we'd expect the next La Liga PLTM. Looks like Mbappe would win with 2 goals, 1 assist, but Anthony and De Frutos would be just behind him. So that's the La Liga PLTM. We also have the Liga F PLTM as well. This one for me looks like maybe Vicky Lopez would win. No, it's definitely going to be Edna Imade. She has 5 goals. Surely that's enough to put her well in to win the Player of the Month October award here for Liga F. So those awards are out for voting right now. I think for La Liga, by the way, I would vote for Anthony if I can vote. Yeah, I'm going to just drop a little cheeky vote for him. But it could be 2 Mbappes in a row, and that would be really good for high-rated fodder. Although how many people would go do an Mbappe SBC after he just had one, and what would that even look like? That's such a interesting question that we'll probably save for our future selves when we get closer to that later next week. Now, last thing before Ultimate Scream, guys. This is a news article, a pitch notes update from EA that wasn't supposed to go out yesterday. but it kind of did. All right. It was never, I think, tweeted out by them, but the link was found and it kind of shows details of what is going to be kind of released publicly. I think today, I think they pulled this at the last second because there was some communication in this that they didn't like, or they wanted to change the wording on something along the lines of this FC26 version 1.1 update, which is the biggest patch of the year so far, wasn't right. So they pulled it back. I don't know what's going on here with this, but I will say what we learned from this yesterday, maybe what you saw some people tweeting about, there's some interesting changes that we're going to have to take time and see how they pan out, but also there's some very good things. Now, I'm not going to talk for ages about gameplay, but they made jockeying faster, and as you can tell here in the before and after, it does look more responsive and the player does move quicker. So that's nice. We were hoping to see a bit of that. I'm just really curious to know if this is going to make people sit back and park the bus with their CDMs more, or if it's actually going to encourage manual defending still. We have yet to see that once this update gets released. More aggressive marking during competitive gameplay kickoffs. It's not just the guys an increased aggressiveness, guys. They said making scoring from kickoffs significantly harder. So this looks like it's going to be heavily nerfed with the defensive marking of the AI players only on kickoff. So that's a good change because there are tons of kickoff goals in this game. But again, we'll just have to see how that is implemented. Now, a couple other of gameplay improvements based on your feedback. If you go on EAFC Direct's Twitter page, you can click the Trello link that is in their bio, and you can see all the changes that are coming to this update, guys. This is literally, they said right here at the very bottom of this whole entire list of changes coming in this update, they said the rest of the notes continue in the comment section due to a character limit. And then it keeps going in the comment section. This is the longest update I've ever seen them release. And I don't know how long the pitch notes is going to be when they fully put that out either. But there's a whole bunch of things in here with passing, movement, positioning, goalkeeping, dribbling, and skill moves, other gameplay areas, and then there's a bunch of stuff about Ultimate Team. So for the gameplay stuff, I'll leave that to somebody like Inception or Boris to talk about in one of their videos, because they're going to be better at that than me, not being a gameplay guy. But what I love about this update the most is the attention to detail that Ultimate Team is getting. The new objective tracking is going to be sick. Remember when you can go into a live career mode match and see what objectives you're working towards, like in your player career that we play for getting SP? You can now do that in Ultimate Team. Let's say you're in squad battles and you can favorite objectives now. There's going to be a new favorites tab in objectives, like you can favorite SBCs. And when you're in the pause menu in game, you can see and track what objectives you're working on. That is fantastic. So we're looking for that from a server release, a server update that is happening shortly after this update comes out, which they said this update comes out soon, so they didn't give us an actual date on that. The new Evo consumable preview, let's say at the season drop of season 2, you go back to level 40 and level 30, whatever, and there's a new cosmetic there that looks really sick, but you don't know what the requirements for that Evo cosmetic, or maybe what that Finesse Plus cosmetic is. Let's say there's something like that at the end of this next season. Well, you can just press L3 or R3 and you can confirm the player that you would like to preview in that, see the requirements, and even search your club for players that fit at any time. So this goes for any evolutions that are in objectives, SBCs, or anywhere else. That is phenomenal. So we can preview all Evos and see what they are and see how they may impact players from our current club, even if we haven't like unlocked them yet. That is really, really cool there. That'll be very nice for the season passes in particular. We're going to be able to sort SBCs. No more going into the SBC part of content on any day and thinking like, wait, what's new today? There's going to be a button where you can sort by newest and sort by what's expiring the soonest. That's going to be very helpful to make sure you're not missing out on any content or checking the new content on any given day. And also in here, they talked about division rivals rewards, evolutions, and live tournaments. Now, just to summarize this, they heard that we didn't like division rivals rewards and they didn't feel like they were worth playing for. They're going to be giving us more tradable content and foot coin rewards in these rivals. That is fantastic. And what that means is, I tweeted this out yesterday right when I saw this, Thursday flips are going to be back. If you guys remember, Thursday flips last year and in previous years were fantastic because Rivals actually gave us enough coins and tradable rewards that it would supply the market and make some cards drop, but it would put a lot of coins in the market and people would go and buy teams afterwards. And it was one of the best days of the week every single year to go and buy cards on Wednesday nights, Thursday mornings, and then watch them rise during that Thursday daytime into Friday sometimes. That's going to be hopefully a lot better this year in FC 26 with this new coin reward injection, and hopefully it just makes Rivals a lot more worth playing. Also, Evos, they mentioned that they heard our feedback on evolutions. We didn't like the small boosts and stuff that was going on there. So in the past couple of weeks, they've made a more focus on evolutions that provide bigger, more comprehensive upgrades with differing max overall requirements. Hence the max 80 Evos that we've seen recently. And that looks like it's going to continue through Ultimate Scream. So maybe we're going to have more of the lower rated Evo max requirements, but they're going to give bigger boosts. So I think that's good in a sense. Also, I feel like we're going to get tired of evoing max 80 cards or max 81 unless it levels up at least a little bit during Ultimate Scream. We'll just have to see how that pans out. And the last thing here is for live events, tournaments, and gauntlets, they thought after hearing our feedback that maybe things were feeling too competitive in those modes. So for example, a tournament objective group might let you earn the same reward by winning 3 or playing 6. So if you're really good, you can win your 3 matches and be done right away. Or if you're not as great, you can still try to win, but you still know that even if you lose, you're getting progress towards getting an objective done at the very same time. So there's a whole lot more in this, and there's a whole lot more to the gameplay updates inside of these Trello pitch notes, but just wait for EA's probably official announcement of those today. So that's already so much that we've covered in today's video. We haven't even talked about Scream yet, guys, but this is where it gets good. The loading screen that you just saw when we logged into the video today was a surprise. We, of course, have the full league team of Ultimate Scream that we looked at yesterday. There's really no big changes with this, but what's building on this is the content that is coming around these cards and all of the Scream players. Yesterday, a guy that I'm on podcasts with every once in a while, or used to be, Air Japes, former FIFA YouTuber back in the OG days. What a legend he is. He now works for EA. He's an EA employee. He tweeted out from his account, the leakers got it wrong with a couple of emojis, taking a shot at the FC26 community leakers that have been saying things about Ultimate Scream. And this was like, oh, dip. A EA employee is saying the leakers got it wrong. He works at EA. He knows what's right. So this kind of got the juices going. There's a whole bunch of leaker beef on Twitter. And I had to mention this because the leakers have kind of now missed twice, if you think about it. The price of Busquets was originally leaked for the last couple of days at like 260 to 300,000 coins. That was wrong. He's 400,000 coins. And they said there were not going to be any 99 stat boosts on Ultimate Scream cards. Well, here we are with a loading screen that shows the Roll Plus and the Roll Plus Plus that was leaked, but also 99 question mark. I don't know if that's a question mark if it's going to happen. It makes me feel like it's going to be a 99 with a question mark as to where it goes on the card. Look, there's question marks in every single stat category where they would be on a player. So does that mean at every full moon boost, there is going to be a boost on the card with a random 99 stat? If so, we are so back, and that is the OG Scream upgrades that we wanted to see. So fingers crossed that that's actually what it's going to be. I'm sure we're going to learn more about this today and, of course, into tomorrow and Friday as we get into this promo for real. But that was kind of a crazy Twitter exchange going on yesterday and a whole bunch of banter with that. Now, there's still more to come with Scream, including some pack code that has been updated. And this is just Scream related and also even a little bit beyond that. But this campaign mixed player pick, that might sound familiar. That's kind of our first party bag of the year. That's going to be probably an SBC next week. It says contains, once again, one thing you can look at with the pack code that we've learned in the last year or so is if the pack says contains, it's probably an objective or SBC pack. If it says includes, then it's most likely or always in the store. So includes means store, contains means objective, SBC, or like season pass, right? So this is probably an SBC pack, an 81 plus Team of the Week player pack, Ultimate Scream Team Guaranteed Team 2 pack right there. Interesting. That confirms this is once again a 2-week promo. And then we've got a max 88 base hero pack. This was, of course, getting some people excited yesterday with our third hero pack of the year. We've had Max 86, then we had Max 87. Now we're going to Max 88, and allegedly this is coming out on Sunday, according to Foot Police leaks. So that's going to be probably a more expensive hero pack, but it will include a lot more heroes. Like if you look up the 88 rated heroes, you got Maicon in there, you got the Eden Hazard, you got Paulo Futre, you got a lot of really good cards that are going to be added in with that hero pack. So that's definitely one to keep an eye out on. And then we've got a 6-7 player pack. The EA's got the memes, but that's in the store, so we're not opening that one. And then this 86 plus times 4, and really not that one, but this pack. We're talking about this unlimited repeatable pack grind here in just a second. But an 85 to 89 rare gold pack. There was an 85 to 87 rare gold pack. Where do those go? Where do those fit in? Is that like weekend league rewards? Is that rivals rewards? Or is there some sort of different new pack grind that EA is going to have us thinking out of the box on that's coming during Ultimate Scream? That's really what I'm thinking about right now. Also, a couple of store packs here, Ultimate Booster, SB Scream pack, and then a bunch of Team of the Week packs. These smell like rewards to me. I don't know if it's rivals or foot champs, but that smells like rewards in my opinion. We'll just have to see. Now, this is the big news right here about this unlimited pack grind. First, today, we look to be getting the daily bronze, silver, and gold upgrade SBCs. According to FIFA Trading Romania, he says the grind starts tomorrow, which this was tweeted yesterday, so it means today. So we're getting the upgrade pack starting today, but it's really setting us up for what is coming a little bit later. And part of what's coming today as well, allegedly, is League SBCs. Grinders who are very close, League SBCs are expected to return today. Will you be grinding them? So bronze, silver, and gold upgrades plus League SBCs. That's very exciting. We'll have to see how similar the League SBCs are to last year, because that's how they've been for the past few years. Allegedly, one of the responses to these tweets said that they're a little bit different requirements than last year. But how different are they? And is it like the OG style or is it not? I mean, the leaks originally said it was not going to be the OG style of League SBCs, that it was going to be similar to what we have had recently, but still different. So that's interesting. It all comes down to what the rewards are from those and if it's worth grinding. But this is right here, the last big bombazo. Remember the Foot Police leaks that he was tweeting all the bombazo emojis, right? This is finally the last straw, the last percentage of the bombazos, right? In this tweet that he's responding to the Busquets price, he says, you'll be able to grind this week, talking about the price of Busquets. Don't worry, eyes emoji bombazo soon. If it will be unlimited grind, then all bombazos were true, my brother. Unlimited, and people don't have the full picture yet. So he says people don't have the full picture yet. When we think of an unlimited pack grind, we think of like maybe the crafting objectives in SBCs, or maybe something with League SBCs, but usually not. Like those aren't really seen as super unlimited to most people. We think of like, you know, some of the stuff we get at the end of the year, like the 85 by 10 or the 83 by 10, the 82 times 20 during Team of the Year. It's way too early for something like that. What is this? That is what we just don't know yet, but we're going to figure it out today, because he says that he is leaking it on Thursday. He kind of 07 that guy right there. You leaking this tomorrow? You said Thursday. Salute. Yes, I am. So we're going to learn about what this pack grind looks like today. But it does seem that we're getting the daily bronze, silver, and gold upgrades, which are always worth completing. And we're getting League SBCs today. And we're going to learn about some other sort of upgrade grind that's going to either drop today or during this Scream promo this weekend. So my only question is it going to be truly unlimited? Is it going to be you can sit there and run packs back time after time after time? Or is it going to not be as good as it seems? I'm going to list this Garincha up here and try to take the quick profit once again. But like sometimes these guys tweet out unlimited repeatable pack grinds and stuff like this, like it doesn't end up actually being unlimited repeatable. So that's my number one question with that today. But honestly, that's going to be the biggest content today, guys. The League SBCs, the pack grind that they're talking about. We should have just marquee matchups today as well. Maybe one last player SBC. Not expecting too much else before a huge day tomorrow with Ultimate Scream. What a long video. We have been yapping for a long time today, but there's just so much going on with Ultimate Scream. Also, I would love to sit here and say, yo guys, I got great rivals rewards today, but something has been up with my ping, bro. Every time I log into a game, it's 100 ping. I got 7 points in rivals, dude, and I don't want to play any more games because the gameplay is awful. It's not visual. The gameplay actually sucks. There's terrible button delay. I'm probably not even getting Rivals rewards this week. I played too much tournaments. Foot Champs took me too long. And I'm cooked. So I'm going to miss out on some packs, I think, there. But I'm going to try to get some other packs from objectives that we can finish off. And maybe, I think today the 80 plus times 5 might refresh. We'll have that SBC pack if it does refresh to save for tomorrow as well. But that's a little bit unfortunate. Maybe I'll be doing this unlimited pack grind if it's that good. I mean, I always love an unlimited pack grind. But right now, all I have are the rewards from the silver tournament. So I'm a little bit bummed. Let me know in the comments below if you're saving your packs for today or for tomorrow for the new Pro Bowl team. Or if you're like, nah, Nate, I got to get something crafted right now. I'm ripping everything. So I'm going to see if I can get good ping and Rivals really quick here before rewards come out. And I will see you guys in this stream today. We're going to be covering all the news. If you have questions from today's video, since there was so much, you can come by the stream and ask us there. That link is down below in the description if you want to come to Twitch. But also, just drop by here on YouTube. We'll be live here as well. That's it for me today, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment below if you have any questions. I already said that. It's been TheFutAccountant. Have a great Thursday. Peace out.